Let's have a look out there at the stars, shall we? At astrology and a little bit of astronomy, and see how the two may actually be a dance and a movement together. Here's a typical astrology chart, but what really does it mean? Now, usually the frozen fixed nature of an astrology chart has to be animated with an imagination or with a good astrology program. There is this saying with astrology, as above, so below, and so the planets out there can affect us inside in our chakras, as with a tuning fork. This is an Earth-centered view of our solar system that we project out and encapsulate in one circle of symbols. And here's some animations to show you just how these things are in space. So here we are in the solar system, and Earth is in that nice little coloured zodiac circle, the third planet out, and you'll see the moon zipping around that circle pretty fast, going through these zodiac signs, one sign every 2 days. And now let's consider that in astrology it's much like with two guitars. One guitar tuned to the other, pluck a string and it makes the other guitar's string ring as well. So it is with the planets. They have vortexes and we have chakras which are vortexes, and through these into our biology, through the medium of water, all the cells of our body vibrate to the music of water. They dance, they move and gyrate, and so they are in each cell of our body. Yes, the music of the spheres, the melodies of the stars, coming down, vibrating as harmonics, down into matter. This is how it affects our cellular biology. Now we're going to enter into the different spins of the motion of the Earth.
Disrupt it, and you see you can change the amplitude, but you can get like stable standing waves. Like this one. Very beautiful as well, right in the middle there. And you can continue to create, see this is, let me see, this is a 2 frequent making. This is the 1 frequency. Disrupt it.
Here we begin a side-on view of the solar system from an Earth-centered point of view. See the moon moving around through the zodiac signs there, and the larger planets on the outer. Biomagnetic fluctuations of the planets affect biomagnetic fluctuations in cells. Since our life force and our vitality have an electrical and a magnetic component, then where the planets are stacked or assembled around the sun are going to magnetically change or fluctuate our energy field, and this will be registered in the cells of the body as waves or harmonics of frequency that are in harmony or in discord. Let's take a look at backward motion or retrograde motion, where a planet appears to go backwards for a while in the zodiac. It's actually when it's coming closest to the Earth that this happens. Here are a few slides showing the water and the earth signs, the fire and the air signs. And this chart here, as it begins its animation and movement, you'll see the moon start to move around the chart quite quickly. And all these coloured lines in the middle are what's called aspect lines. And they are usually, if they're square, they're red. If they're harmonious, they're blue. And the combination of these aspects gives us various degrees of harmony or tension within the chart. Venus is seen here as the evening star. The sun sets, and then Venus itself will set. In this next slide, we see Venus as the morning star rising before the sunrise. We return to looking at there's 7 different motions of the Earth. Here is the Earth spinning on its axis.
The second motion is the Earth's annual trek around the Sun. But he needed a third motion to explain precession. He used the term wobble or libration, assuming that only a wobbling Earth could cause us to see a different part of the constellations each year.
Some star which is very far away from today's polar star, which will then have the role of the polar star. Which means if it is, and again in a few thousand years this will be a completely different star, because the Earth axis will point to a different position in the sky.
And the constellation Pisces was moving in to take its place. Pisces is the constellation associated with the Christian symbol of the fish. We are still in Pisces today. Very soon, the spring equinox will fall in Aquarius. This dawning of the age of Aquarius is a modern reference to the motion of the great year. As the equinox moves through the constellations of the zodiac, the North Pole points to different stars in the northern sky. They said that our sun curves through space, moving in a great orbit of its own, pulling the Earth and other planets along with it.
And this point in space, we believe, is a star.
A partner star to our own sun. Some say the binary model confirms all of our celestial observations. We've come to realize that single suns are more the exception than the rule. If the current rate of speed were constant, a complete binary cycle would take almost 26,000 years. But scientists have confirmed that the rate of precession is increasing. In a binary system, this would mean the two stars are moving closer together, and the cycle would take much less than 26,000 years.
Analysis of the data has shown that it is actually closer to a 24,000 year period.
To everything turn. There is a season, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time